go.
Let's do this.
Let's do this. Welcome to another podcast, another Abba and Preach podcast. I go by the name of Preach. This is Abba Atlas, and we just gonna be here talking some shit.
Do you think we need intro music?
It's coming.
Is it?
Yeah, it's coming. It's in the works.
All right.
It's in the works. It's not already on right now, but no, it's gonna be within the next episode. We should have like an intro music and an outro and stuff like that.
I don't even know if it's necessary. I was just asking.
It's just visual. It's just looks better. You know what I mean? Just have like
all the podcasts I watch have zero intros.
Depends. Like the Joe Rogan podcast has one.
Does it?
The Joe Rogan experience. There's a thumbnail, and then
I know the thumbnail,
voice.
but I don't know.
Yeah, but there's that voice that goes, the Joe Rogan experience, and that's it. That's just the intro. It doesn't have to be super long, like a whole fucking.
I never heard the Joe Rogan experience on YouTube. It doesn't have that.
When you watch the clips, there's that at the beginning. Sometimes
they used to have one. They used to have one where they go, Joe Rogan all day by night or something like that.
Or sometimes there's like,
yeah, little sound effect,
little sound effects. That
chimp.
There's a Joe Rogan. The girl saying the Joe Rogan experience, and there's a the little chimps.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So yeah, it's coming. We're working on that step by step. You know, new kids on the block. So that's pretty much it. We just worked that thing up. Yeah. How you been?
I've been good. Been chilling. This quarantine's not.
It's not affect you.
It's not like it's the same the whole time. So
no, it's just you got to do what you got to do.
Exactly.
I'm just shifting my energy in somewhere else. You know what I mean? Like I got to do other things.
Yeah.
But sometimes I can understand that it can affect your.
Yeah. Well, I got homies that are going crazy.
Yeah, because now they did everything that they had to do, all the push-ups they had to do.
Yeah. They're like, how do I?
I get it. I get someone will get like, ugh.
Yeah.
I'm over it. I can understand. Like, it's a lot of time. If you live alone, that's one thing. Even if you live with your significant other.
I just like all the plans that people are going to make for fucking when this is done. People are making all kinds of plans.
Yo, if this is over, this gets over while summer is on.
Of course it's going to be over when summer's on. But we're going to be back to normal in terms of like just out there and working and doing stuff. We're going to be back to normal by already middle of May. Just like what I thought was going to happen. They're not allowed for like huge mass gatherings, and certain events will still not be allowed. But yeah.
But still.
It's not going to last forever. I think people went a little bit overboard with something.
But people, it's affecting them.
Yeah.
I'm like, boy, you wouldn't last in the prison. I don't think I would last, but I had better chances than.
I mean, no. Some people are justified, but some people have lost their business, their livelihoods forever.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about them. I'm not talking about the people that it's like that is justified. I have the people it's not justified, and I'm like, yo, bruv, you good? You just can't go and see people that much. Like, you good? You got an internet connection, and everything and stuff. And I'm saying that they would have made it in prison because you don't have an internet connection.
A lot of people wouldn't make it in prison. I don't think that's a testament to anything good or bad. I don't think being able to survive prison is a positive thing.
No, it's not.
Yeah, nigga, I could survive prison. You soft.
I was really just saying. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, oof. There's things. The point of this is not trying to be like, yeah, you could, I could, you couldn't. That's not the point. The point is like, there's worse. We're not in that bad of a for the people that it's not that bad. And I'm talking for the people that not the people that have lost their businesses or anything like that, but the people that are just coasting. You're not in that bad of a predicament, so it's all good. Like, chill. There's worse. And of course, I'm not even talking about the people that lost their businesses or it's been like, crazy. They lost everything. That's not what I'm talking. Or they lost their loved ones.
But is it bad that they can't handle something like this?
I'm not saying it's bad or it's good. It's not even the point. The point is just there's worse.
I mean, yeah, there's always worse. You lost your leg, there's worse.
Yeah, there's worse.
There's always worse. So my point is like, what is your point then? What are you
saying that it's worse is always something worse. It's not so much the fact that we know that there's something worse. It's just that, dude, it's not that bad. But I understand some people are flipping out. But it's just I'm not gonna go and rub it in their face like, yo, bruv, come on. I'm not that kind of person. I just shrug and keep on going.
Right. No, I get you.
But in my head, I'm like I've both sides of the story. I have people that lost their businesses. So when I hear someone that is not in that predicament and I see people on the other side losing their shit, losing their businesses, I'm like, you're actually good, dude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I get you.
They're actually good. It's really more when you're in the middle of it and you see both sides of the story and someone's like, yo, you're not in the hood. You're not living with 16 people in a 4.5 apartment.
Yeah. So What did you want to cover today?
Well, I didn't even think. I didn't know that if it was like a video worthy thing, we could have to explain it or talk about it more on cam. Did you put the?
No, I used a different memory card.
Oh, okay. So I didn't know. I didn't. The whole Giorgio Casper thing. You probably heard about what happened. Maybe you didn't see the video, but you heard about what happened. For those who don't know what happened, Giorgio Casper is a battle rapper, and he was.
We're not turning that into a video.
It's not really that.
Because I had Joshua Clark who's in the swing by and talk about it.
You want to bring him?
Well, he's a battle rapper, so it made more sense for me to talk to a battle rapper to get their take on it, and understand like the do's and don'ts.
Okay.
So, yeah,
we could do that.
Might as well. That seems to be like a sensible video to make.
Okay, we could. Well, then, okay, we're not gonna talk about it when we turn in the video.
Yeah, we'll turn it to video.
Well, I guess you're gonna have to tune in to the video. Then I want to debate on that. You're gonna have to tune in to the video to check it out. If you want to turn in the video, then fine. That's perfect.
He's like a multiple world champion.
Yeah,
he's
I
really
know.
good at what he does. So
I
if
know.
we can talk to him about it,
Cool.
to me it'll give us more context.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Let's do that. You're gonna have to tune into the video for that.
Yeah.
Well, then that's a whole segment, but it's all good because I got questions from the public
Okay.
that we have to answer. That people they want to seek the wisdom of the grand Abba Atlas.
Why me specifically?
Not you specifically, but
Okay,
you know,
because you just said my full name, so I didn't know why you did that.
motherfuckers know.
Okay, all right. I'm not mad at it. It's just weird that it's like, was these questions directed at me,
There's some of them that
or they're for Abba and Preach?
There's some of them that were. People don't want to know what I'm thinking about. It's like because it's a relation, and the reason why it's directed at you is because they know I'm in a relationship.
Okay, cool.
So they don't think that my expertise would be
All right, well, hit me with the question.
okay. Question number one. Question number one is by someone that wants to remain anonymous. Do you guys like cuddling, or guys just do that for the girls? Do you think that guys like that? They like with that?
What do you think? You can share your thoughts.
I mean, me, I like it.
Right.
I like that ish. That shit's dope.
Why did your face get soft as you talking?
Cause it's
Nigga,
dope.
why did your face get soft?
Yo,
why did your
okay.
face get like you like you just got caught with a jar of cookies? You just looking at it.
I'm having.
Why did your face?
I'm having-
Why did your face just disgust like I like cuddling?
I like it.
Nigga, I felt your whole energy change. That
Yo,
was
bro.
disgusting.
Cause you talk. Hey, okay.
That is nasty. I like cuddling.
I like it. Yeah, baby.
Yo, okay, this is like Preach at his most vulnerable that you're ever gonna see on camera.
No.
I like cuddling.
No, that's not the most vulnerable.
That they're gonna see you probably.
If you see them documentary, you're gonna see more than that.
Yeah, but a lot of them.
That's just a different thing. That's a different thing. But the cuddling, yeah, I like that. That's just that it was soft because I had flashback. I don't know if all you know it's a good flashback when I had to say that 3 times.
Preach does a little tiny smile whenever he's talking about something that he knows is like a little touche. He does this little tiny smile, and it's so subtle. But if you see it, it's actually super significant. Like Preach is a very expressive person, so people think the big expressions matter. No, it's the little ones you have to watch out for because they reveal his hand.
And I know exactly what you're talking about because that little smile came out in the video, like the other podcast that we did when I said, "Are you gonna put a rubber on?"
Yeah.
And just when you're talking, you see.
Yeah, and that's what made me laugh because I saw you do that little piece of shit smile.
I knew exactly what I was about to hit you with. So that smile came out, and I was like, and I was just waiting for you to be done. And I was like, and you was done. I was like, pow, hit him, and I hit you. I know exactly what smile you talking about. 'Cause I don't see my face.
It's okay. If you guys don't know, rewind it and look at the point just before I call him out on him being soft, okay? You'll see the smile. It's very small, but that's important. But keep going. So, yeah, you like cuddling.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not that one.
No, it's not that one.
That
It's not that
one.
one. It's not that one. It's not that one. It's something I can't control.
No, you can't. No,
can't
that's
control
why.
that.
That's
That
why
one-
it's super important to
That
know.
one I can't control.
No, that's why I know.
I can't control that one. But when you see this shit come in, you know with some good shit that's gonna come
Yeah,
out.
yeah. It's a great one. It's a good one.
It's a good shit smile.
Yeah, yeah,
And it's succeeded by the smile that you do.
yeah. Because I know. Because I like nigga. His face. But yeah, okay. So
like
so
that.
yeah, you like it, yeah? Keep going.
Yeah. Big spoon, little spoon, I don't care. I don't care what position. Gally naughty pony print. I mean, I don't care. I don't care what position. It's like, Is I can't cuddle that long because I get too hot. You see right here?
Yeah.
I get hot really quick, so my girl doesn't really
You ain't got no EC in the room?
know because we get sick. Not in the room. We have it in the rest of the apartment, but we're not in the room because it gets too cold.
Okay.
Right? And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I love cuddling. I love it. But it's obviously not with everyone. There's some people who are like, just get away from me. But, generally, if I'm having sex with someone, we're going to cuddle afterwards. I'm not one of those people who just bang you and get the fuck out.
All right.
I don't like doing that. There's times I've done that. And I'm like, ugh.
I'm about to hear that. You just get the fuck out.
Yeah, there's times I've done that and I didn't like it. So I generally don't like doing that to other people.
Girls don't like that either.
No, because it
Whatever
makes
you
them
do.
feel cheap.
Yeah.
Yeah, so do I think guys like it? I think guys do if it's the right person.
Yeah.
And I think there's probably some guys out there who don't. I know women who don't like cuddling.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, they'll do it, but they don't love it. So, yeah, there's probably all kinds of people. But generally, most guys I know will like it. We may not talk about it as much as you ladies. And also, the other thing to consider is that guys may not like it as often as ladies do because we're always relegated to the big spoon position, which in the cuddling pyramid is at the bottom. All right? Yeah.
That is
Literally. Well, if you think about it,
The
put your spoons inside the cupboard. Which spoon goes on top of the big spoon?
the little spoon.
There you go.
But
There you go.
I like
Being big little spoon is the best.
all spoons, man.
Who wants to be the blanket when you could be covered in the blanket?
I ain't mad at you for that. I ain't mad at you.
So I think everyone loves it. It's a good feeling. The human skin on skin feels good. It does.
That's a fact.
So we don't have to go any deeper than that.
There's some people that don't really like that skin on skin. But I mean, that's I believe it's a problem or a disorder.
I don't know.
But it's okay. To each their own. But yeah, skin on skin.
Feels good.
That skin, yeah. Not meat. Yun.
Yeah.
Now you having flashbacks.
Yeah.
All right, I'm not gonna go to second question. I'm not gonna go through because it comes with a whole story. I'm not gonna go read the whole story, but I'm gonna just ask a question because I know that you did that in the past. You told me about it, and the question is basically, why did he ghost me? Comes with a big ass story.
Well, it depends on the circumstances. Again, she may not have been ghosted.
What?
Not every disappearance is a ghost. You're not always entitled to an explanation.
You're not always entitled to an explanation.
No, you're not. It's not because we talked once at a bar that I didn't respond and I ghosted you.
I'm mad at you, but
What? Because we talked at a bar and you got my number. You think you're
bro,
entitled?
I'm just trying to think it out loud. I'm just thinking out loud.
Yeah,
You
no,
know, Ed
not
Sheeran.
everything is a ghosting situation.
Wow, some people.
It's like the same way like girls use fuck boy all the time. Not everything they
Not
call a
everything-
foot
not-
boy.
Not everything.
No.
Is sometimes.
Oh, he made me Parmesan, bitch. What is that? He's a fuck boy. Only a fuck boy would make a girl Parmesan cheese and then not wife her. Bitch, you stupid. That's nothing.
Parmesan cheese, and then you expect to be wifed.
Yeah, listen, man. People read things incorrectly, so I can't tell you whether or not this person was ghosted. But the reality is, not everything is ghosting. It's like that crazy girl who was stalking after the dude and he wouldn't respond. Why are these guys ghosting me? They're not ghosting you, bitch. You toxic.
Yes.
That happens a lot too.
And why would you ghost someone? Why?
If they're toxic.
If they're toxic, you don't need an explanation.
No,
Bye, child.
no. If you are hurting me and I go run away, I don't have to explain to you why I ran away.
It's like a woman, if a woman getting beat by her husband, and it's not a ghosting. She's escaping for her life.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying.
It's just there has to be a distinction between those things. Generally speaking, I will normally only ghost people either if I've only met them once, not even a date, like we just met once. All right, that's not ghosting. We don't have a connection, right? Or generally, if I ghost somebody though, it's almost always because they're toxic. Yeah,
Because someone's toxic.
Yeah, we went on like one date and this person sends me 40 messages in a row. I'm like, bitch, are you crazy? Like, what are you doing?
I did a couple of researching on that and seen like a couple of ghost video and stuff like that. And I've seen a lot of people, of course, the videos that you're going to see is going to be the ones that are going to be scandalous and the ones that are going to be out there. So it's not still reflective of the reality. But I've seen like a lot of people that are ghosting is really just because they're just not interested anymore. And they don't want. I've seen one person that was like, yo, it's just, I'm not, because I don't want to be rude.
No, it's not to do with being
that was the explanation, but I'm not. It's not. I'm probably not indicative.
It's like when women reject a guy and be like, he's not my type. It's like you don't find him attractive.
But that's what it means. That's what not my type means. No.
No, not my type does not mean that you're not attractive. It just means that you aren't like in the category that I'm looking for. But no, what you're really saying is you think he's not attractive.
Which what it is was that like what it is. It's not the category that they want.
No. Not my type. Not my type. That's not what it means. It's like if I have an ice cream, all right, and someone gives me chocolate, I'm like, no, that's not my type. It's not the flavor I like.
Yeah.
Right? I'm not doing it because I don't like chocolate ice cream. I like vanilla, for example.
Right.
It's not a metaphor for women either. Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down.
They were about to.
Calm down. I was just giving random examples.
They were about to get on that.
Don't even get on that. Right? So, in that circumstance, not my type means that. Do you dig what I'm saying? I'm not saying that chocolate is disgusting. It's just not something that I personally like.
Yeah, but the person is not necessarily disgusting. It's just not. It doesn't make you. It just doesn't move you.
Yeah, but my point is when they normally say to ugly guys, it's because they're ugly, but they don't want to say they're ugly, so they say not my type.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a fit. Oh, it's not the right vibe. What? Based off of looks, you think they're ugly. They're ugly to you.
Yeah, well, to me, not your type or someone being ugly, to me, is the same thing.
Yes, because you understand it that way, but when people are hearing it, they're not understanding it that way.
Some of them understand.
Some of them do, but
I'm
time they understand it. Mm-hmm. It's like that guy who gave that translation in his My Ugly Experience, and he said basically they would say I'm not my type, which just means I'm ugly. He understands that's what it means. Yeah. Over time, he's learned that that's what that definition means. People say a lot of stuff that way as to not one hurt the other person, but they also don't want to come across as an asshole. Mm-hmm. That's the big thing. It's mostly self-preservation.
Well, you don't want to hurt the other person. I don't want to stop. I don't want to hurt nobody. You know what I mean? You don't want to seem like the bad person.
Yeah, that's really what it is.
You don't want to seem like
I think most people do it because they don't want to seem like
the bad person. So if you say you're ugly, I'm the bad person.
Because you feel bad, I'm like, I made you feel bad. That means I'm bad.
It's not you, it's me. So if I go, it's not my type, you ugly, but it's really me, that's finding you ugly. It doesn't mean that you're not going to find someone and whatever. So that's how I understand it. Then that's why it means the same thing.
Okay, but that's to you.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. There's no such thing as. We had one that was a. Okay, why hasn't he asked me on a second date? And the first.
Because he's not that interested.
We work at the same days, but complete opposite.
He's not that interested. Moving on. Why didn't he call me back? Why did he ghost me? He's not that interested. Why did he go after a second date? He's not that interested. Next question.
Is that the same thing for guys and girls?
They're not interested. If someone's interested, they're going to create a second date.
They're going to try to get at you.
People need to understand what an L is an L. Take your L and move the fuck on. I hate these kind of questions because I'm like, you're wasting all this energy and everyone else's energy on something that's simple. They're not that. Isn't there a movie? He's just not that into you.
I think that's a Steve Harvey thing.
Oh, I don't know. They're not into you. That's it. I don't need to spend hours on this, and you don't need to either.
Why do people want...
If I call a girl, I try to set up a date a couple of times, and it flops every time, and they don't make an effort. Not that interested. Move on.
Why do people waste so much energy on that, then?
Because people are goofy.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to answer. My partner says he's unsure about his feelings, but still doesn't want to break up. I don't understand why.
He's not that interested.
It's because it's convenient to him. That's what I wanted to say.
He's not that interested.
It's convenient to him. It's just convenient. So yes, he wants to break. Like I think it's over, but you staying there, I think it validates him. So that's the reason why.
You ask me why he doesn't want to take it to the next level. He's not that interested.
You think so?
That's it. There's nothing more else than that. He's not that interested.
Even when motherfuckers say that they're not ready? Because you said they don't want to take the next.
Is that what he said?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm responding to what you said. Because you said if he doesn't want to take it to the next level, he's not that interested. But when he wants to wait. So you were just talking about him?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I didn't hear it like that.
Yeah. If he says, I want to wait and take some time before getting there, that's a different story.
Even that. They don't know. He's unsure of his feelings. I don't think there's such thing as a break. Is there such thing as a break in a relationship? Would you take a break? Would you girls you know what? I think we need a break. A break for what?
I don't know. I don't know the circumstances of the relationship. So there may be circumstances where I guess I could see it maybe, but I don't know. It's just hard to just kind of spitball this without knowing circumstances. Because there's rarely one rule that applies to all. There's going to be exceptions and ways in which some of it does make sense. But generally speaking, someone's interested in you, they'll let you feel it. Unless your standards for being made interested or feeling like someone's interested in you is crazy high, you'll know. So to me, it's a lot of this time just they're not that into you. Go find someone who is. You know the difference.
Well, apparently people don't.
People do. They just lie to themselves. That's it. People know what it feels like to be in a loving relationship oftentimes, or they know what it feels like to have someone be super into them.
I mean, there's trauma that you could have that make you fucked up and you just don't know your value. There's a lot of people that don't know their value because of whatever happened to them in the past and in their childhood. So saying that everybody knows what it is or what it feels like, I beg to differ. There's a lot of people that got in fucked up situation and they don't know.
No, they know. They just ignore it. They'll have a guy who's really into them and chasing after them, and they'll be like, I don't want to be with you. They'll go for something else. And they'll be like, why doesn't this guy show me all this affection? Bitch, you had someone, you just thought he was too much of a nice guy, so you weren't interested. Mm-hmm. They know. They ignore it. If you go through these patterns and you keep doing these negative dating things, you're stuck in that loop. Sucks to be you, and I don't think it's a great thing, but at the end of the day, that's your responsibility to get out of it.
But that's one time. I mean, there's literally some people that, because of their bad relationship that they had with either their parents fuck them up or whatever, whatnot, they don't know what it is to be loved because they've never seen that. They've never seen that. So to them, all the signals that they see or whatever is just, when some people their definition of what love is actually abuse. And because that's what's normal to them. That's what's been fed to them. So saying that people absolutely know what it is to be loved, I don't think so. There's some people that have fucked up life, and that's all they've seen.
Okay, well, I'm not here to fix people with fucked up lives. If you got a fucked up life, then go see a shrink. Don't ask me for advice. Right? Mm-hmm. I'm not talking to those people.
Yeah, that's what you're saying.
You know what I mean? If you got I'm not here to fix that. That's not. I can't. I don't have the capabilities,
capacities, or anything like that.
Yeah, if that's your situation. I'm not. Have we ever advised somebody who's been abused? Or, I don't know what it feels like.
No, of course, we never pretended to be
I'm not a shrink
or not Dr. Phil.
No. But I'm talking about the regular population. Yeah, people know.
They know.
Yeah,
they know, and they lie to themselves.
Of course, that's most people. Most people go through that process. They've been through different kinds of dating experiences. They know these things, but they forget or they don't rely on what they know because they're hoping for something different. Yeah. I mean, you're talking about people who've been through abuse or all this stuff. Shit, I can't talk about that. I don't know what that is.
But there's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people that as well have been through shit, but they lie. The hope. When is hope too much? Because there's something about hoping for something. I'm not even just talking just about relationship. I'm talking about just everyday thing. You know, it's like they people people keep telling you, you know, believe in yourself. If you know you got believe in yourself. But I'm like, some of y'all should not believe in yourself because some people ain't got the talent to do some shit. You know, I don't necessarily want to be the person that wants like break their dreams or whatnot. But you see some people, it's like, maybe it's not for them. Maybe. I'm not gonna say that because I don't know what's gonna happen in 5 years. So when is hope too much? How do you know if it's too much? It's like,
I don't think being hopeful is a problem so long as you have like a healthy dose of like self-awareness and pragmatism. I mean, us was a long shot too when we're here.
What do you mean?
When we started, we didn't have the talent. Bruv, our early videos, a lot of them were trash.
Absolutely. I ain't mad at you.
Right?
Absolutely.
So someone could have looked at us, and a lot of people did look at us and be like, you guys are too hopeful. So I'm not going to tell someone to not be hopeful. If you want to be that, that's fine. But be pragmatic and be self-aware. And then you could keep adjusting and getting better.
Because I've been trying to get...
But hoping that
Yeah.
someone else is going to change, that's another thing. That's like something that's outside of your control.
Yeah.
Like when you talk about talent for stuff like that to me is that's a different situation.
That's one thing.
When you're hoping that someone else is gonna change, that's a different story. That I don't endorse.
It's actually
because you have no control over
hopeless.
it.
You have no control. It depends how the person. It's just really in the control of the person.
Yeah. So those two things are different.
But if we talk talent, like, because sometimes I've been giving the advice to people, you know, you have to be like, how do you practice self-awareness? I've seen some people, I try to give them advices, and I'm like, you got to be a little bit more self-aware of this and that. You know, you have to understand when people are laughing at you, laughing with you, know the difference. Or you have to know why people are laughing. There's sometimes people are gonna laugh because you're funny. Sometimes people they're gonna laugh because you're not funny. Some people laugh for different reasons. Now it's just okay, yeah. But the next step is just like, how do you practice self-awareness? It's hard to keep them focused on practice, or even yourself. At some point, you have to practice. You have to have a certain introspect of yourself. You have to look at yourself and being able to visual. How do you even? I don't know how I came up to that. I don't even know how I did it. How I'm able to just question myself all the time. Was that good? Was that not good? So it's hard to tell other people, be more self-aware. I hope that, be hopeful, but as long as you have that level of self-awareness, fine. How do you get that self-awareness? That's that thing that I can't answer, that I can't. The thing that I still have problems explaining, to certain people, like the self-awareness part. It's like I could teach you. I could show you what's funny and what's not funny, like what I think is funny, certain things, certain techniques, but there's like that mojo, that vibe, how to be yourself. It's hard to explain at some point.
Yeah, well, they have to discover that for themselves.
You have to throw them in the lines and just, be hopeful. If you fly, you fly. If you don't, it's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Good luck with that.
Yeah, that's everyone else's personal journey. It's like when people ask for proper steps, I'm like, bro, just go out and do shit. That's the best thing advice I can give. Go out and do difficult shit. That's it. It's not some. I don't have any magic for people. Just go out and do difficult shit.
Earlier today, you were talking not in this episode, but in another video that we did. You were talking about putting yourself in danger, danger. I guess that is also part of it. Be uncomfortable.
No, I didn't say danger, because danger sounds like something else.
No, that's not what you said. Danger. You said put
difficult situation.
This difficult situation.
Those are different.
It's just that I'm translating myself. I'm translating from French. See, the French version is se mettre en danger, which doesn't mean that you have to sleep with at a crack house and be there. Like that's what I mean. But you have to be in difficult situation. I just did a poor translation there. Sorry about that. But yeah, you have to put yourself in a certain situation, to be able to. You said difficult situations, but isn't that counterproductive?
How so?
It could lead you to step backs and stuff like that. I mean,
how?
I'm gonna put myself in a certain. When you mean put yourself in those situations, I mean it comes with a certain risk.
Sure.
You could fuck a lot of shit up,
Sure.
so that could set you back. I mean, yes, it's a way of learning, but
Sure. I mean, what did you think you're gonna live this life without risk?
no, obviously not.
What good thing do you know comes without zero risk?
Fair,
You like sex? There's risks.
fair.
Yeah. Do you like money? There's risks. Do you like making lots of money? There's risks.
That's what you're saying.
Do you like going for those high-paying jobs? There's tremendous
There's
amount of
risks.
risks. If you want good things in life, you can't have it without risk. You want to find love? There's risks.
Of wasting your time and stuff like that. I see what you're saying.
Being vulnerable, sharing things with the wrong people, STDs, murder. You don't know. There's all kinds of risks.
Murder in a relationship.
What is fun in life without risk?
Cuddles. Even that comes with risk.
Yeah.
You don't
To
know
get
that
to
person.
the point of cuddling, there's risks you have to go through.
Yeah.
That cuddling is the reward.
Yeah, and the rest is just a byproduct. Actually, cuddling is a byproduct
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
that risk.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
Yeah, there's guys out there who refuse to approach women and don't want to put in any effort. They don't get the rewards,
And end
but
up,
they don't have any of the risks.
and end up 27 years in.
Yeah, awkward kissing, right? So I don't know. It's like the hero's journey is not interesting because there's no risks. It's like he goes through a lot of and comes close to death and sometimes dies. You know, and you just never hear about those people, and that's part of the journey. You know, I didn't get into this thinking that there's no chance I won't die. I'm like, no, I accept that death is around the corner and it's possible for any point.
It is.
So might as well just do this thing that I wanted to do and live a fulfilled life. If it doesn't go the way I wanted, then I know I tried for what I wanted. And if it does, then great. But I accept that there's risks.
Man, you were talking about death, and you just mentioned death right now, and your thing happened to me last week. Okay, that's why I realized I'm getting old, and I gotta take care of myself and stuff like that. I'm still trying to take care of myself, but still, I was just sometimes I forget to eat, and that's one of them days. And then it's around 4:00. I've been working on my computer, so time flies when you're looking at a bunch of shit and you have like calls and stuff like that. So whatever, my day flies by real quick. And then I didn't sleep that great the night before. So I'm like, you know what? Let me take a break around 4. I go on my porch, set myself a shisha, smoke it up, open myself a bottle of wine, and just, unwind. I'm just, let me just, there's sun out. Let's go. So I'm on the porch listening to my beats. Everything is all good, reflecting and stuff like that. And then my food comes. I run downstairs to get my food ordered, run back up. I run back on the up the stairs. I'm dizzy as hell. Dizzy. So I sit down on the porch. That doesn't cut it. I'm not feeling well. I'm like, crap. I'm going to pass out. I get up. Give the food to my girl, her food. I go to the room and I just collapse on the bed. I'm good. I'm conscious, but I'm not feeling well. Like, now I'm getting better and everything. I'm sweating. I need to go to the bathroom, get up, go to the bathroom. Can't stand up that much. Do my thing in the bathroom, go back. My girl comes check on me, and I know what it was. Check my signs and stuff. It was just like I had low blood pressure. But I was like, wow, there's nothing I could do. Like that was my vulnerable spot. There's nothing I could do, right? I know I gotta change certain habits and stuff like that. I was just, I didn't eat. Back then I could like do that and it was all right and it was not affecting me. But the food situation thing, like it did.
It affected you.
Yeah, it did affect me. And it's not so much the fact that whatever I had a low blood pressure or whatever, whatnot. It's really, and the shisha didn't help as well. Shisha does that. Tobacco does that. But it's just like how helpless I was. That just hit me. I had flashbacks to my dad when he was sick, and it was like he couldn't do anything. Like it was right. Like it was
same thing.
There was nothing I could do. It's just crazy. And I was like, wow, I just gotta. That's when you realize you gotta take care of yourself and stuff like that. And I'm not in a bad shape by condition. That was just really not eating well. because a lot of what search researches and stuff like that, and just caught up with stuff and work, and you got to take the time, and it's just. It took that, but it was like, yeah, that was like kind of the second time that it happened, and I was like, yeah, you know what, never. That's not a good position, especially when you never sick, where you're always the one picking up people and being like, you know, when it happens to you, man, bruv, you gotta take care of yourself. It's just like, it's just, yeah, I knew what was happening, and I was not like, okay, yeah, I'm not gonna die, but I was like, yo, what if?
What if?
Like right now is not the time to call the ambulance and go to the freaking hospital.
Right.
Now is not the time.
Right.
With all them people and everything and stuff, and then you catch something even worse. It was not bad timing.
Yeah.
Anyways, everything was. I got better. 20 minutes after it got better, I drank a whole bunch of water and stuff like that. But yeah, still, it just puts your life in perspective. Mm-hmm. It's a messed up thing. You gotta stay active. You have to take care of yourself. Nobody's gonna take care of you.
No.
It's a good thing I ain't got kids right now. So yeah, death is around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
It felt like that for 2 seconds and a half.
And it's probably frustrating because that's probably some stuff that you can control that you haven't. So that's different, right?
Yeah, it's dumb.
So it's always annoying when you could have done better and you get to that point. Yeah, that's when you're like, fuck me.
You only failed you.
Yeah.
I failed me, and that's why I was like, oh, man.
No, I get that. I understand 100%.
It's dumb shit.
Yeah.
Could easily been avoided. And then I started thinking about everything that's happening in the States with this, when how all this thing is just targeting black people. I'm like, yeah, well, there's a lot of things that can be avoided that we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't remember who. I was reading an article of someone. People was getting on the case of someone that said like, well, you know, black people, we need to do better, and we do with our health and stuff like that. Just little steps and stuff that we're not taking. Is it miseducation? Partially it is, but I mean, you're supposed to drink some water, not pop all day.
Yeah, we can't always look towards the system to fix things. You know, we have to do a lot of our own work within our communities. These initiatives, they open up doors for people. They create avenues for them to work. So we have to also create those avenues to educate and to provide people with alternatives.
Yeah, like you gotta inform yourself and do something about it. So sometimes like we. Like our dog vegans and vegetarians sometimes, because sometimes they're really meh about this.
Yeah.
But I get it. At the same time, it's not because you're vegetarian or vegan that you eat healthy. Let's put that out there. But yeah, it just puts everything in. Yeah, it was just, man.
Yeah, it hit you.
It hit me. That was the definition of my bad.
Yeah.
It was literally my bad. It was not my girl's fault. It was not nobody's fault. It was not the system. It was not the 5G. It was not the coronavirus. It was me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Messed me up a bit. So I was like, okay, that was a humbling moment.
Mm-hmm.
And then, having a couple of days after that, your girlfriend always asking you, so how's your blood pressure? Like you're some old grandpa. You know what I mean? Like, yo, if you don't get the fuck out of here, and she's just doing that,
she cares.
She's just cares. So that's cool. And we're good. But in the back of my, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But in the back of my mind, I was like, I ain't no goddamn granddad. Girl, we're 4 months apart.
Yeah.
I'm 4 months older than you. You chill. Calm down.
You're right.
But she's right and she's worried. So, yeah, that was a humbling moment, I gotta say. You can't even get up. Oh, man.
You ever had any other run-in with death?
Running with death?
Yeah.
I got car accidents. I had running with death. It's weird. It's just, we spoke about this at some point. Even I think it was on this podcast earlier on. But running back then, the club scene in Montreal was something else, right? And like it was rough. Okay, and we spoke about that reaction to danger. And I remember I was at a club one time. The name of the club was Le Living. It was on Saint Laurent in Montreal. If you know, you know. If you don't, it's okay. It doesn't matter. And I was there. All the clique was there. Everybody was. That was like 2005, 2006. So we there. We just chilling and everything and stuff. And then at some point, I'm like, I gotta leave. I just gotta go. Usually I was finishing the night with them motherfuckers, but today I had to go. I leave. By the time I get home, I see the news that was someone shot the club, inside the club. And the girl that got hit was just behind me.
Oh, yeah.
Yup. And I was like,
That's interesting.
well, that and that sort of thing that happened like that happened a couple of times. I'm like, I need to jet. And stuff like that. Definitely being on a motorcycle, things happened.
Right.
Where you had to react and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My reaction time is not that bad, and I'm always I'm always on the lookout. But yeah, that were the times that were really like, ugh.
Like right there.
It's just Twilight. It's wow. Like at that point, you're like, I get why people think there's a God. I get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like they can't believe the coincidence. I had an angel over me. Yeah. Someone was watching. Someone was up there because I had to pray. No, it was like a Thursday night. I was getting my boogie on. I don't think an angel was there.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this something that happened with that?
It was like near car accidents. You know what I mean? Where I'm like crossing the street and I stop. Even though it's my turn and the car doesn't stop. And I'm like, 2 more steps and this nigga would have killed me.
Blair True.
Bro, I stopped a girl from dying.
Yeah, I did too.
She was going to cross even though it was our turn, but I saw a car going. She's crossing and I literally grabbed her by the collar and I pulled her back. I said, what are you? And the car went boom. And I was like, careful. And I just left. But I remember just being like, yeah, had that happen quite a few times. But I think outside of that, no.
Yeah, every time I like. It's,
no, I did have one.
Woo,
juicy. Did have one.
Let me get some juice.
I think I may have had gastro or I had some kind of crazy thing.
You were ill,
bruv.
That was not cool,
bruv. When I was in bed, I was convinced I was dying.
Yeah.
I'd accept it.
When those cramps are like.
Yeah, because I was an idiot too, and I'm like, I'm not going to the hospital, and I should have. I really should have.
Okay, it was that bad.
It was super bad.
So you were getting dehydrated and stuff like that?
Bruv, there was like blood in my shit. I remember. That's always like a worse sign.
And that if that's really...
Blood in your stool is never...
But it could be 2 things. It really just because either it's just like, no bueno, or it's really because of a reaction because you have... Your inside was just working too much and it got irritated and now it's bleeding, which is not necessarily good, but it's not like ulcers or cancer.
I couldn't move. I couldn't do anything, bro. Man, it was a freaky day, and then there was a second time. This was probably even scarier than this. I had one of my lungs collapse, so I couldn't breathe. And when you can't breathe, it's one of the scariest things, bro. Because like one of my lungs still worked, but one lung is not enough.
Yeah.
You can take a full breath. When you... that is scary. It almost feels like the walls are closing in, but there's nothing happening. And again, I didn't go to the hospital because I'm a fucking idiot.
Was it hot outside?
I was really skinny. So I looked this up. So there's 2 times when you can get it. When you're apparently very overweight or very skinny. And I was really thin at the time. And I just remember just like... I think I felt something here, and then I couldn't breathe, and that's when I started to panic because I didn't understand.
You don't know what's going on.
I'm trying to breathe. That's the most basic thing. I couldn't breathe, and I was like, and I couldn't do nothing. And then at some point, I understood my lungs weren't working, and so I just laid down because that's the only relief I had. And I remember just trying to pace myself and to calm myself down. Because when you panic, your breathing becomes erratic, and then it's really bad. So that I just remember going... and I had to do that for a few hours before the other lung came back. But I was was convinced.
It's over.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, and the only thing
you
that I think really helped me in that situation is that
Accepting that you're about to die.
no, just trying to control what I could control, which
Yeah.
was me panicking.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I looked this up afterwards. It's actually a real medical condition. It's pretty well documented. Yeah, I've had some weird conditions.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Yeah, I had a condition for a whole year where I couldn't sweat.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was
That's
super rare,
but super dangerous.
super rare, super dangerous. Yeah,
You can't cool
for
off.
someone who's active.
You can't cool off.
I was dancing every
So
day.
you-
I couldn't dance anymore. I couldn't work
your,
out.
Your body overheats.
Yeah, yeah, it was. That was. Yeah, I almost had a heat stroke from
You know,
that
yeah,
because I didn't know what it was, and I didn't know I had. You don't realize you can't sweat until you can't sweat, and your
Yeah.
body's overheating.
Yeah.
So I remember just having pores all over my body, and I had like felt like I had goosebumps, but it was like my blood was boiling, and my everything was warm, and I was trying. I went to the bathroom, and there was no sweat, and I've never been that hot. And I remember starting to feel dizzy, and I'm like, "What the fuck is happening?" And I had to pour cold water on myself to cool down. And I had to stop dancing. I couldn't dance, and I went home, and then it dawned on me my skin was just super like there's bumps
Bumpy.
everywhere. And I was looking up my and they said it's heat stroke, and I'm like, "How am I having a fucking heat stroke? I've never heard of this."
You never went. I have. Yeah.
And then I realized I couldn't sweat.
That's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And then I looked it up and everything.
It might take
And
you a long-
doctors have no way to treat it.
and it might take you a long time before you realize. Wait a minute. I'm not sweating.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm supposed. Even I sweat a lot, and it would take me a minute because it's not. Well,
Nigga, I sweat so fucking much. I used
Yeah.
to sweat through t-shirts.
of course.
For like
Well, yeah,
for,
you go to the-
dance sections, nigga.
you go to the
I had to
club and you
bring multiple shirts.
Yeah. But it's like it takes you a while to not because it's like sweating a whole lot. Sometimes it's inconvenient.
Yeah.
Not sweating is just so it could take you like a little time to be like, wait a minute, I'm supposed to be sweating right now.
Yeah.
I'm not sweating, and yeah, people might not realize it's really really bad. I've seen other people when you spoke to me about that. So I was like, oh shit, I've seen someone not being able to sweat,
Yeah.
and it was bad. They almost the doctor said to that person that if they wouldn't have came in, they would have a seizure.
Yeah.
Because they would overeat too
Yeah,
much,
yeah.
and their brain would just pull the plug and everything,
Yeah.
shut down. Because
Yeah. Well, you use heat to kill viruses and stuff in your body, but if it gets
Yeah,
too hot,
too hot.
you shut down.
that's actually why you get a fever when it's your body
Trying to kill
fighting.
whatever
Yeah,
virus.
so if you have a fever, it's because your body is trying to fight it.
Yeah.
Right. But at some point,
It's a cool feature, isn't it?
it is. It's pretty. The body.
Yeah, the body's pretty
The
cool.
body is pretty fucked up, but at some point, it's just like, okay, we tried this. It's like, to kill this thing in your house, we have to put fire. Like, I'm trying to kill this spider with fire, but now your whole house is on fire, so that's not good. We have to put it out. You know what I mean? Of course, it's gonna be bad, and that's pretty much it. Yeah,
Yeah.
the human
The
body.
the collapse lung was the scariest by far, because like
Because you're conscious the whole time it's happening.
yeah, like the being bedridden, like couldn't move, couldn't do all that stuff. That was one thing when I was sick, but when my lung collapsed, that really, because it's just you're suffocating.
Did you ever break a bone?
Huh?
Did you ever break a bone?
Broke my arm when I was a kid. Yeah.
I broke my clavicle.
Yeah.
I got hit by a car.
Uh-huh.
My dumb ass. I got off the bus, and I heard the bus brake. The brake, like when they release the brake, it goes. You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
I thought he was saying go past. I passed, got hit by the car. I don't even remember that. Right? I flew. Woo! My mom was in the bus. My sister was already past. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
I just broke my clavicle. Second time was I broke my tibia. And the bone in the back in French is pyrénée. In English, I think it's pyronia, but I don't even know. When I was playing football in the snow, little did I know is that it rained the day before, overnight it froze, so people like their feet. So my foot got stuck in a hole.
Moving on. Move on. I don't like these stories. Listen, I can't hear stories about bone snapping, and I can't watch those things. So yeah, move on.
Yeah, it didn't snap.
Okay, all right, no, move on. I'm serious. It fucking makes me uneasy. You know how you can't watch people fucking kiss? That kind. This is even worse than that for me.
Oh, yeah?
Oh yeah, I can't. I can't.
I'm not gonna talk about my bone.
Okay, so what happened afterwards?
It's just I was scared because I was still training. I was still training to go to I tried to go to the Olympics, and at that time I was in high school, so I was still trying to make the track and field. team. I made the track and field team, but ooh,
Yeah.
I never yelled like that.
No, okay, all right, move on. Move on, nigga. Listen, legit, move on. Legit, move on.
All right. I never see you this uneasy.
You know what? Ever since I heard a skull crack on the pavement, I've never been the same.
Word.
Ever since I heard that noise, I've never been the same. I cannot watch an injury. I can't watch someone fall down a human. It makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it's funny because I was showing you like
No.
something like people fighting and
No.
like you shut that down quick.
No, I can't watch that stuff. Legit, it makes me so uncomfortable.
Oh yeah.
Unbelievably uncomfortable.
Damn, that's PTSD.
No, I can't.
I don't even know why I like eggs.
I can't.
You know why you don't like them.
I can watch. It's fucking crazy. I can watch someone get shot, and that'll be like bearable. But it's the idea of something smacking and breaking. Like there's this video of people playing fucking this here, and one person.
Oh yeah.
Oh, nigga! I
arm
unfriended
wrestling.
the
Arm
person who posted that, and I love that person. But I was so mad at them for posting. No, I can't believe I brought it up because that was in my fucking head. No, change the subject. Let's talk about something else. The anxiety that this shit gives me is unbelievable.
I get it.
I can't talk about it.
I understand. Oh man. Look at you. You're scratching at everything and stuff. Oh man.
Yeah.
You gonna get tattoos? New tattoos?
Yeah.
Because you spoke about my
Yeah,
dad,
it's
but-
just, tattoos always, like, I feel like I'm ready for the next one. I just have to meet the right person, and then we'll get it done. So I'll let it come in its own time.
tattoos are very personal. I'm not gonna ask you what you want. That's your business.
All right.
But you know where?
I had a sleeve I wanted to do, and then I had my left lat that I wanted done.
The lat right here?
No, the back of it. Not the side, but because the lat muscle is also.
Oh, l'omoplate. This thing right here. The shoulder blade.
No, not the shoulder blade.
The whole okay. The whole left side.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not the actual side. I don't like the side down here, just the back part of it.
I'm ready for my back. I'm gonna do my back.
Yeah.
And then my other arm.
Yeah.
My whole arm, my whole leg. My whole leg is done.
Yeah.
On the right side.
I told myself I was never going to do more than half of my upper body. I was never going to do more than that. I was always going to do one half and then one half and then leave it at that. But I'm mad at you for wanting to do all of it.
Just my back.
Yeah.
And my arm.
I've never rushed the tattoos, though. I've always gotten them piecemeal when I wanted and when I feel ready for the piece. So.
Oh, same. It took me a while, man. My first tattoo I had like at 31.
Really?
And I've wanted a tattoo since I was 16. Thank God I didn't have a tattoo at 16. Because if I have all the dumb shit I wanted since when I was 16 on my body, I've been covered with dumb stuff. I'd look like a freaking
It's
mumble
your journey,
rapper.
wasn't it?
Oh, shut up. Shut
I'm
up.
serious.
Huh?
I'm dead ass serious.
The way is the journey?
Yeah, well, I think whatever tattoo you have is reflective of whatever point you're at in your life and some
Yeah,
ideas.
but-
So, to me, carrying that with you to the future, I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, it was fine, but it was just showing that I didn't know who I was.
That's fair, and that's okay too.
It's
That is
dumb,
your
but
journey.
Yeah, which is fine.
It's just
but
how you get here.
So I'd rather want to wait. I would have get some dumb shit. Like at some point I had.
But you used
I
to
saw-
be a dumb person.
It's true.
So that's part of who got you here.
True.
Your body, it's like your
But
scars.
I-
It's like your scars.
Yeah, but
from
I don't.
whatever.
Yeah, but I don't necessarily. Why would the scars? Yeah, there's something I could do about that. All right. There's
There's
nothing I could do about that.
You could,
It's
but
because
you would?
I could. No, I wouldn't. Okay, but.
Do you see what I'm saying? It
I'm
is
not gonna,
similar.
I'm not gonna. Yeah, but it is similar. But it's a tattoo is a scar I choose. A scar.
Right.
I don't have to like a
It's
scar.
still
is-
based off your choices generally.
Yeah, but I mean, like this one
You
right
know,
here. This
the
one,
consequences
yeah,
of your
absolutely.
choices.
This one is like it's an accident. This one was an accident. This one was an accident.
Most scars are
arms-
fucking accidents.
I know,
but
but-
they're consequences.
Yeah, I know.
Of
But
choices.
my tattoos is me choosing to put that on.
Yeah, the same way you chose to get in those circumstances.
Yeah,
that
but I
got you
didn't
that
think
accident.
that the result would be. I know the result of me putting a tattoo is a motherfucking tattoo.
It's okay.
But the result about that, I don't know if it's gonna be like. I don't know if it's gonna
Your
be-
argument is
no,
doo-doo.
it's not doo-doo. Because listen, my poor choices. I don't honestly know if it's gonna be a scar and how the scar is gonna look.
Sure.
I don't know that. Like the tattoo, the result of my choice of a tattoo is that tattoo.
Right.
I honestly want that on my body.
and yet, your scars are still here. Whether you chose
because
it,
they look badass. Because they look badass. That's it. Motherfuckers always look, ooh, what you got there? Calm down.
you did that fucking shitty smile again. You did that shitty ass smile again, nigga. He did it again.
Look at your face. You're not having it. Oh my God, you're not having it. But yeah.
I listen, I'm not going to tell you that you're wrong. You know, entitled to that idea. To me, I think.
Listen, motherfucker, I would have put a cross on my back.
And that's perfectly acceptable.
I am not Catholic.
It doesn't matter. It's part of your life. Either same way Islam is part of my life, even if I'm not Muslim. It still made me who I am.
I don't want a tattoo of an hijab in the back on my back.
Is it part of your life
Actually,
history?
I would actually put it.
And there could be some real meaning to it for you.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's just all that matters.
There was none.
I think people are so worried about like making sure that their body at the end of it is like the perfect masterpiece in regards to how it looks. And I think you get what you get when you get it, and it's right for that period. And you carry your history on you. You carry your history on you. Whether you do it in the form of images or the choices or the kind of person you are, your history is always present. So to me, it's just a visual embodiment. So when I look at people's tattoos and people like, personally, I'm not the biggest fan of face tattoos just because you can't hide them. You know what I mean? To me, I would like to be able to not completely control, but at least have some control of when I can or won't show them. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But otherwise, even with face tattoos, I'm like, yo, you get them for what they mean in your life. Even if it's an ice cream sundae on your cheek. It means something to you. You know, I don't know. It looks crazy to the people on the outside, but then if you told them your story, I'm sure it would be as equally crazy.
Me, I'm good. It's just not on me, so I'm good. I don't care if you have a tattoo. And the first tattoos that I got were hidden. Like I had, the first one that I had was the one right here. It was under my arm. It was the upper side of the arm. It was under.
You didn't like it?
No, I love it. I love that tattoo. But it was the first one. I didn't want to necessarily like to expose it, put it, whatever. I would like.
Why did you cover it though?
It's not cover it. It's just it's there. So it was there. If I wanted to show it, I could show it. If I decide to have like.
But did you cover it with another tattoo?
No.
Okay.
No. It's not covered.
I was just curious.
No, so it's right there. The first one was right there.
Right.
It was anyways. It doesn't matter what it is.
Oh.
It's right. It was right there. And the second one after that was on my leg, just so I couldn't know when I. And after that, I just did my whole leg, and the rest of the tattoo came, and it was around that tattoo, right? But yeah, the first one, I understand what you're saying about being hidden and just choosing when you want to show it up.
Right.
It's not covered up. It's right there.
Right.
It was covered up.
No, I get you.
By a short sleeve or whatnot. It took 2 years for my mom to see that, because I was in the backyard and I was talking. I was in the backyard with my mom, her big sister, and my sister. I mean, me and my sister were talking about tattoos, and my sister knew I had a tattoo. I showed it to her. So we're talking tattoos and stuff like that. And then my mom was like, the way I was talking about tattoos so comfortably. Yeah, I might have one there and there. I think I said something like, yeah, my next one is going to be. And she's like, you have a tattoo? And I'm like, what? you know
when you heard, but you needed time to think of an answer. So you go, huh? Nigga, Delonte, where you been? It's 11 a.m. and you haven't been home since last. Huh? What?
If you enunciate everything you said clearly in your question, and the motherfucker's gonna say, huh?
That nigga's guilty.
He's trying to buy time. Okay?
Tell my song, please.
So I'm like,
that nigga's guilty.
So I said to my mom, huh? And she's like, she just repeated. And I'm like, well, yeah, I have one. I was straight up, yeah, I have one. She's like, show me. And I'm like, no, because I remember in the year of 2000, this summer, I bleached my hair. And you know what my mama said? Nothing. Because she stopped talking to me. Going to church, ton fils a changé tes cheveux. Ton fils a changé ses cheveux. Je n'ai pas de fils. You know what I mean? Like, she's disowning me like I ain't got no kid with bleach hair. I don't know where Eric at. This man, I don't know who he is.
So imagine with a tattoo.
So I was like, no, you're not gonna see it. And her sister was there. She's like, yeah, go ahead. I'm like, nah, I'm good. Show me the tattoo. I'm like, you said it 3 times. À la tombée, au lever du soleil, tu me reniras 3 fois. That's a verse in the Bible when Judas is fucking. Anyways, so I said that and I show her, and she's like, my aunt was like, all her kids had tattoos. She got 2 kids that did jail.
She can't say shit.
She's seen shit.
Yeah, she can't say nothing.
So she's like, oh, it looks nice. And she looks at my mom, because my mom looking at her like, it looks nice. It looks nice. Yeah. Roses. Is that roses? Because, she's American, right? So it was not that bad. Then my mom was like, she's hot. She's like, yeah. My mom was like, yeah, well, you look good. Then she looked my sister. She's like, do you have tattoos? My sister's like, yo, chill, calm down. No, I don't. Calm down. But yeah, that was the thing. And then after that, I did the rest. When we did the second cookout, I had the lines of this one done. I haven't told my parents yet, but I was like, yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, they're too proud of being like enjoying the cookout together.
No, my mom, my dad, they look, but they were like,
yeah, you're too far gone.
What? He's been outside. He's been gone to the house like for 13 years. What am I gonna? Like,
yeah, you can't do shit.
What I mean,
you're a grown man, my nigga.
I'm a grown ass man.
All right,
pushing 40.
Well, that was it for today's podcast. We want to hear your thoughts. Do you guys have any tattoos? And if so, what are your thoughts about all the topics that we brought up? Leave the comments below. But we hope you guys are staying really well and safe during this quarantine. And we'll be back again next week.
Crack, crack. That is not a broken bone.